Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekend update. We are crushing it. We're into March. We're rocking and rolling. What is it today? March 6th, something like that? March 7th? I don't know. Days are running together, but it's awesome stuff. Our spring market is taking off here. Starting to see a lot more listings coming on the market. We're going to dive into all the great market data, great things going on at Samson. We've got a bunch of big events next week that I want to advertise, make sure you're aware of as well. So let's dive in firstly with our weekly market report. Let's dive into all the stats and what's going out there on a basis right now, at a real-time basis. So our Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, 20,379 showings. It's 14% less than this time last year. So a little bit less buyers out there, or at least less showings. 8% less contracts than a year ago. So a little bit less contracts and a little bit more or less showings, but almost the exact same amount of showings as last week, and actually 5% more contracts last week than the previous week. So we're seeing some interesting trends there. We're starting to see some good stuff. Our new listings, remember we did talk last week, we had a big jump in this last week. This week, 12% more listings than a week ago. But again, that's pretty normal. Every week from here on for the next 6 or 8 weeks, we're gonna see more listings as we get into the spring market. The interesting one is 13.5% more listings than this week last year. That does tell us that we've definitely got more inventory coming out to the market, but that's good news. The other one I like there is the active listings near the bottom. So that says 6,246 active things in the market right now. That's almost 26% more inventory than we had last year, and up 6% from last week, because last week we were at 1920. That's the thing that's the interesting part, right? Because that shows us how much inventory is out in the market right now. And what we're looking for is, we've had so slanted. We'll have 14 contracts for every one house. But as we get more inventory, we still got good buyers. We can get a little bit more balance out there, which to me, that means a couple things. One, if you got to put a listing out there, you're going to make sure that it's staged well, it looks good, it's priced appropriately, because the buyers are going to start to have a few more choices. And as buyers, hopefully we do have a few more choices. It's still going to be competitive, and we might get 4 or 5 bids, but maybe less than 8, 10, 12, 15 bids. Yesterday, our mastermind, we had some examples of 15, 20, 25 bids on properties, and that's just uncomfortable market to be in. So if we can get a little bit more balance, that'd be great. So that's our biggest market, the DC metropolitan market. The next one is North Central Virginia, 5,000 showings, down 18, 19% from last year at this time, almost the exact same as last week though. Our contracts 18% down from a year ago at 348, but up from last week. So we're seeing some increases still, but a lesser rate than last year at this time. New listings are up 5% from a year ago at this same week, and up 24% from last week. Now again, that's 450. So it's not a huge number that we're jumping here. 100 is 25% more market share, 26% more market share. So good stuff. There are active inventories, that one we want. That's where we're tracking that balance, right? We've got 1,921 active listings on the market, 4.5% more than last week, and 28% more inventory than we had last year at this time. So it's good. I want a little bit more balance. That's good. We were way too shallow before. So good news overall. Baltimore metro area, 12% less showings than a year ago at 12,000. 5% more though than a week ago, so we're getting in a good direction. Our contracts a little bit less than last year, but 5% more than last week. So we're going to continue to pump our way up that mountain a little bit. Our new listings, 3% more than a year ago at this time, 12% more than last week. Remember, the more than last week, that number better go up every week or we have issues, right? Because it's a spring market, not because it's a crazy, the sky is falling market. Active listings, 39, just under 3,900. That's 15% more than a year ago at this time, 3.5% more than last week. So pretty standard data there. Last one, the Maryland, West Virginia Panhandle, 4% less showings than last year, about 1,850 showings, and 5% less than last week. So it's interesting. Normally, I don't see showings go down at this point during the year, but our contracts were still up 3% as a version to that. We've got 6.5% less contracts than last year at that time. Tracks through 8% less listings than last year at this time, and 12.5% less than last week. It's a little weird for this number to go down, but remember, this is 153. So we're talking about 20 less listings. It's not anything to be stressed out about yet. Last week they're 173. This week there's 153. It's not really something that I'm worried too stressed about quite yet. Active inventory 21% more than last year at this time, and about the same as last week. So really interesting stats, and we'll continue to market or check this every week to keep you on top of what's going on in the market around you. Our top performers from last week are rock stars. So this lady comes in the first 2 weeks, she makes our top board. JFL, Julia Foard-Lynch, just crushing it. Great job, Julia. Great to have you on board and already crushing it. Tracy Davis, number 2 in volume. Sam Misleh, great job there, number 3. Michelina Queri, number 4. And Yvette Lawless, number 5. 5 great bets there. In transactions, similar list here, a couple new ones. Julia Foard-Lynch, the double number 1. Way to go, JFL. Tracy Davis, number 2. Micah Dianda, great addition that joined us, I think December maybe, so a couple months in, and she's already crushed it at number 3. Michelina Queri, number 4, and Viktar Kutsevich. Viktar's been here as much as all these people put together times 5. Great job, Viktar. Top 5 on the week for top transactions. Our teams, tremendous teams. I mean, look at this list. Shepherd Homes Group, number 1 in volume. Carolyn Young team, number 2. Fox Homes team, number 3. One Street Company in DC and Bethesda, number 4. And Ideal Homes with LED, number 5. In transactions, similar list, a little bit of change at the bottom there. Shepherd Homes Group, double 1 this week. Great job. Carolyn Young team, number 2, fantastic. Fox Homes team, number 3. Ideal Homes, number 4. And then One South Realty Group jumping in from Richmond, number 5 in transactions for this week. Awesome job to all of our top performers and top teams. So we got some big news. It's been a while since we've announced some new offices, but we got some great things. We said yes to 2 new addresses. So Front Royal, really excited. We've got a great broker manager in Tracy Weger, who joined us with a group of agents from McInerney previously. They joined us a couple months ago. We were trying to find a home for them. We have found one, 912 Hometown Way. It's a great office, was ready to move. We've already moved in. Agents are moving in. We've got to get some signage up there. As soon as we get signage, we'll have that welcome party and be able to have big lunch and learn, all that kind of stuff. We're working on some signage now. So we're excited about that. Hagerstown. We have found a location. I know a lot of you guys were waiting for that in West Virginia and Richmond, so it's a big announcement. 222 East Oak Ridge Drive. So this used to be the RE/MAX Achievers office. We had some great people join from this office already. Carrie Shank and her team, Patty Perez, Christina Granados, some great realtors that have joined in the last couple of months. This office became available. I jumped on it because Carrie and Patty and Christina loved the office. It's great, ready for a real estate company already. Now, as a maneuver of us taking the office, we ended up getting a good chunk of these RE/MAX Achievers agents are going to stay there, switch to Samson. It's going to be great. I've been working a lot on that this week, and we're really excited about this new chapter in Hagerstown, and we might be number 1 in market share before we even open. So exciting. It's technically going to open March 15th. So next weekend is when we can actually move in. Whatever RE/MAX Achievers agents are not going to stay, and hopefully that's not any, but whoever not going to stay, do have to be out by next weekend, and then we'll be able to put our own signs up and, Samsonize it a little bit. So week out till that one, but we're excited about those 2 new opportunities for our footprint right now. Talked about Tracy. Next week, we got some big events. Remember Tuesday, we've got Jason Chepardek's great class at First Heritage. We're actually full on that and on a wait list, sold out. So I'm not doing the social advertising push for it now. But remember, if you signed up, please go. It's going to be great. Ryan McLaughlin, our great MVR CEO friend of mine, he's going to be here in the Chantilly studio Thursday, 10 a.m. I'd encourage you to jump in. This is great. If you're an MVAR member, going to give updates on all things MVAR, policies, contracts, industry issues, all sorts of great stuff. So he gets your private time to ask him whatever we want, and he'll give some updates. So great to have Ryan and his crew in the house. A Virginia Maryland Broker Commission Showdown. Looks like we got a little St. Patrick's theme going here, March 17th. This will be 11 a.m. So we got Karen, Steve, and Mike. It's not a showdown like against each other. We're going to talk about the differences in commission structure, because there's a lot of different rules going on, and a lot of you do it different in Virginia, Maryland. All of you are dual license, but we're getting some rules switched around and that kind of stuff, and the way we do contracts is a little bit different. So excited to have that. It's going to be in studio here the 17th on Monday the 17th, so 10 days from now on St. Patrick's Day. So looking forward to that. Remember that Wednesday, we've got Samson Live. We'll have our live sales meeting on Zoom. Encourage you to join that conversation. We've had lots of great guests, lots of great conversation there. Lots of great lunch and learns coming up. The one we've got to start there is Hagerstown. We just added it. Because we got this new office coming in, I want to come in a big way. If right now you're in Frederick or that side of Maryland, or you're in West Virginia, get them out. I'm going to be at Stonehouse Urban Winery Monday, March 24th. I would love to talk to anybody in that area. We're going to make a big splash in this area, and we want to make sure that everybody gets the Samson message straight from me as soon as possible. So 2 weeks from now, March 24th, that Monday in Hagerstown, we're going to be at the winery. Looking forward to meeting a lot of local people there. Remember, you do get those recruiting rewards if you invite somebody in. So good stuff there. Our Cardinal Title Group contract trends. We love to dive into these. So the first 2, these correlate in my opinion. Days on market compared to contract price. So if you're blue on the bottom, you got a contract in less than 7 days. And if you're blue on top, you got higher than list price. So blue is good here. West Virginia, 32. Virginia, 49% went quick, 36% above market. Maryland, D.C., 36% quick, 48% above market. It's not rocket science, guys. You price the homes effectively. You price them ready to show or prepare them ready to go. They get at price or at list price or above list price. The blacks in this case are bad. It's the days on market. If it's high, you end up below. If it's high on days on market, you end up lower than list price. And it's almost a direct correlation. The colors top to bottom there. So not rocket science, but we like to track that. Seller subsidy looks like West Virginia, you're getting it about 40% of the time, and Maryland, D.C. Virginia, less likely, only about a quarter of the time there. The home inspection contingency is the interesting one on here for me always. West Virginia got 81% of our contracts, so 4 out of 5. This is actually 100% the last couple weeks. But Virginia, they don't like to give home inspection contingencies, only 31%. So less than a third there. Maryland, D.C., this is an outlier. I don't know what went on last week, but only 20% of the contracts got home inspections. Normally we're at like 80 to 100 West Virginia, 30 or 40 in Virginia, and then Maryland, D.C. is normally like 60, 70%. So, but even less inspections now, and we'll track this as we get into the spring market. This might become more of a thing, right? You compete, you don't get as many contingencies. The last thing I really want to look at here is the buyer compensation rep. That last chart there, 99% of our 141 contracts here had a buyer agency paid in it. 99% of them got 2% or more in the contract. So we want to keep tracking that and make sure that we're getting paid a healthy amount to bring that buyer to the contract. So we got broker classes. David DiMattina, one of our brokers here, teaching in our Chantilly office. If you want to get your broker license, sign up there. You can sign up on the Nest as well. Our group coaching class next Tuesday morning, led by Austin Southern, all about time management, how delegation, automation, checklists, they can change your life and make you much more productive. So Austin's a great coach for us. He's made lots of 30 under 30 lists, going to be just a giant in this industry. We're lucky to have him here at Samson and how he pours back into us at Samson Plus. HQDU had a great turnout in DC this week. It was great to share that time with all of our agents. HQDU level up. We've kind of tagged these a little bit new now going forward because we're going to level up this year. We're going to get better training, more customized training from our realtors and our staff. Columbia on Wednesday. Sarah and I are going to be 10 to 11. Marketing social media with Jason Miller, 11 to 11:45. I would love to have you guys out here. Lots of great classes. Got a special workshop with Will on Bold Trail. We've got Lynn teaching, Heather on Canva. We got converting tenants to buyers. We got all sorts of great classes here. And if it were me, I would not miss this day. If I could drive to Columbia less than an hour, I'm there. It's going to take me longer than an hour to get there, so you can get there and get a whole day of training, feed you some breakfast, feed you some lunch, and you will walk out of there, I promise, more ready to take on the real estate industry. So I want to see everybody at Columbia on Wednesday. HQD is coming up. We got Columbia. We got Alexandria the 25th. This is a Tuesday one because we couldn't get the room for Wednesday. So make a note of that. Tuesday the 25th. Then we got Winchester and Bowie to start off April. You see that QR code, and you can go to the Cardinal Nest. If you missed a presentation from a previous realtor that you wanted to see, we're putting all their slides and or you went and wanted some more of the takeaways or that kind of stuff. You can pull all their presentations there. We're going to store them all there for you to come in and grab those later and get all the notes from it. All right, full schedule for next week. Start your Monday, weekly boost with Lynn Hamilton, 10:30. Print marketing Monday at 3. Group coaching with Austin we talked about on Tuesday. Bold Trail, setting up your website Tuesday at noon. Business Mastery Roadmap, but this is with Jason Cheperdak. It says 12 to 3. It's actually 1 to 3, guys. 1 to 3. So 1 to 3 on Tuesday is going to be our class with Jason. That's my nice way of saying I'm not feeding you lunch. So grab some food before you come. We might have some snacks and stuff out, but don't plan on getting a 4-course meal. I'm training you with a great class from Jason. Business Mastery Roadmap. I got 100 people there. That costs a lot of money, guys. Business Mastery Roadmap with Jason. Going to be a great class on Tuesday. Sky Slope training on Tuesday. HQDU all day on Wednesday in Columbia. Looking forward to that. Sky Slope in Alexandria on Wednesday. Bold Trail social media, how to hook that up to your website and how to get some more out of social media on Wednesday. The Mastermind, the $5 to $10 million group on Zoom Thursday morning. If you're on VAR, I want you in here in the studio Thursday at 10 o'clock. Ryan's going to be here. It'll be a great update for you to ask your questions and stay on top of everything going on in Northern Virginia. Bowl Trail class on CMAs Thursday at noon. Learning Trails with Lynn, right message to the right target, and then a class on open houses at 2:30. 2 great Zoom classes with Lynn on Thursday. Fast Track commercial training with Aladdin on Friday morning. We've got G-Car and DC training with Noble on Friday at 10. We've got Friday financing with First Heritage. We've got Skyslope Q&A. Then your mastermind for dual career agents Saturday the 15th. So lots of great resources, lots of great classes. Want to make sure you remember all those fantastic things going on at Samson. Guys, I'm so excited for this year, the spring market. We are crushing it. We have so many great pros. We're doing a great job out there. We got lots of education. We got lots of things to be thankful for here. So really thankful for everything going on. I know I plugged our Light Ridge team last week. We did lose the tight one in the region championship to Potomac Falls, so congratulations to them. And then we lost in the state tournament this week, which was sad, but I'm excited. We've now flipped the page. Light Ridge has their first scrimmage at my dad's alma mater and many of his brothers and friends, and Justin in the back videoing us there in Madison. So we play at Madison tonight in a scrimmage, and then lacrosse season has sprung. We do have some championships for still in the middle school basketball. My 6th grader, she got the semis and championship on this weekend, so we'll look for hopefully somebody can hang a banner there in the Samson household. But we're excited for spring sports in our household, so ready for this weather to turn warm and stay warm. I've had enough of the 20, 30 degree days. I don't know about you all, but excited for spring. Thankful for all of you all. Please reach out if you need anything. HQDU in Columbia on Wednesday, Jason's class Tuesday, NVR Thursday. Lots of great things. We'll see you all soon, and peace out.